What's good, YouTube? In this video, we're going to be talking about how to play Ashe in ranked arenas. Now, Ashe is a very unique legend when it comes to ranked arenas. I feel like she can be used in different ways, and she could be very creative as well when you're playing as Ashe. And the reason being is because of her ability kit that she has with her tactical and ultimate. Her abilities are what make her unique. I do think that her abilities are good for the game and are fun to use as well. In my opinion, I feel like Ashe is a legend similar to legends like Pathfinder, Octane, and of course Wraith. But in this video, I will be giving you guys some advice, tips on how you can play Ashe to maximize your winning for ranked arenas. And also, if you guys are even thinking about playing Ashe, I hope that this video convinces you guys, or if not, or if you are thinking of playing Ashe in ranked arenas or arenas in general, hopefully this video will help you guys, whether that's me talking and explaining or just simply watching the gameplay in the background. Now, like I said, Ashe's abilities are very good, very different and unique. You could be very creative with these abilities. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Ashe's passive. Her passive, just because this is a video for arenas, her passive is not used at all for arenas, so we can't really talk about that. But for the BR mode, it is very good. But her passive is called Mark for Death, and it's where it shows the death box. There are no death boxes in arenas, so that's why her passive is non-existent. So let's start off with the first ability that we could talk about with Ashe, and that is her tactical. Her tactical is called Arc Snare. This tactical is like a Arc Star plus like an Horizon ult. It's a good ability. I do feel like it's very useful. I think that some people have to use it differently. I think majority of people will think of it as like an arc star, which in a sense it kind of is, because it will freeze the enemies, but it shouldn't really be used or think of for like a grenade where you're using it to throw at the enemies to damage them. And by the way, it does do damage. It does 20 damage when you hit the enemies with it, which isn't much, but it is something. The best way to use this ability is to prevent enemies going to certain places. For instances, in this video, you will see me throw these arc snares at the supply bins, at material crates, or places where I'm assuming that the enemies will be or go to early in the round. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to prevent enemies to go to those places and switch their route. This will throw off the enemies in the game. Probably they won't go to these supply bins or materials because of that. And sometimes when you catch the enemies, it could be a fairly easy kill because you get free shots on them while they're trying to run away. So like I said, the best way to use this ability is to think where the enemies are going to go and throw it to that spot. And also, when you're doing this, you want to try to throw it as early as possible. In this video, you're going to see a lot of examples of me using the tactical. I think her tactical and her ult combined are a very good mixture because you could get to the spot quick while throwing the tactical. Yeah, so like I said, with her abilities are very creative, so be creative with this tactical. Try to throw the enemies off by making them go to a different place because you threw your ability at the places that you want to go. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about, which is the reason why majority of us play Ashe, is because of Ashe's ultimate. Now, Ashe's ultimate is called Phase Breach. It is a one-way portal, so it is very similar to like a Wraith portal, but this portal is where you cannot take it back. The only way you can take this portal multiple times is if you can somehow go back to where you threw the portal and then take it back there. But majority of the time we're not able to get there because this portal does close within 8 to 9 seconds. This is usually a one-way portal, and this is a portal where you're going to use to be very aggressive and also try to get flanks on the enemies. I mean, you can use this portal like a Pathfinder grapple, get to a certain spot very quick. And because it's a one-way portal, just in case if some of you guys didn't know, this ability can also take your teammates with you if they take it. I know some people don't know that this ability takes others, but you can also take the portal if it is still there, but just know that it goes away very quick. Now, this ultimate costs for ranked arenas 300 materials And in ranked arenas, you can use it every other round. So for example, you can use it in rounds 2, 4, and 6, which is very good. I think it is a strong ability that doesn't cost as much compared to the other strong ultimate abilities, and you get it back in every other round. Now, when using this ability, it doesn't take you all the way across the map, but it does take you far. It takes you about 60 to 65 meters. If you ping, it'll show you about 60-65 meters to the max. It's something where it goes very fast. Like at times I think that it's like very silent, because there's times where you could get behind the enemies and they won't even notice that you use your ultimate. Now the best way that I use Ashe when it comes to her ultimate, first off, I mean, you could use her ultimate like I said, a Pathfinder grapple, Octane jump pad, and or even a Loba tactical, which is her bracelet. The reason why you could look at Ashe's ultimate like that is because it takes you one place to another place very quick. To be honest, it could be the quickest in the game. I haven't tested that out, but it's just as quick as a Pathfinder grapple. This means that you could get to supply bins, material crates very fast compared to your enemies. And one thing that you want to know is if you see your enemies and if they don't have a legend like a Pathfinder Octane, then use your ultimate to get to the middle of the map or get to a power spot on the map as quick as possible. The other way you could use Ashe's ability or ultimate is by thinking of it as a ability to get behind and sneak around your enemy. In this video, you see me use her ultimate to get on top of height, get behind the enemies. I mean, you can be very sneaky with this ultimate, and which is a reason why I do think it is very good to have. And then also for the third way to use this ultimate is another way, which is to think of it as an escape ability. If you're ever in trouble and if you have your ultimate, you're in mid fight or something, you could definitely use your ultimate to get out of a spot to where the enemies cannot shoot you anymore. But keep in mind that they could take that portal, which is something that it could hurt the enemies, because they take the portal not knowing where it's going, or even if your teammates are around you, so you guys could all shoot the enemy and they can't take it back, because like I said in the beginning, it's a one-way portal. Now, a general tip that I have for Ashe when using this ability is to always have your gun out right before you're about to throw your ultimate. The reason being is because right when you get out of her ult, you can use your gun right away. It's not something to where it's like Loba tactical to where she has to put her bracelet back on or anything like that. There's no delay, so you could, once you get out of that portal, you could instantly start shooting. So always have your gun out. I know at times we like to run without our gun so we can be faster, throw that portal, but just remember to always have your gun out when you're about to throw your ult, because if you don't, you'll come out the portal with your hands instead of your gun, and you never know who's on the other side when you're using your portal. Now in this video, you see me majority playing on the map Overflow, which I do think that this map Overflow is the best map for Ashe when it comes to ranked arenas. It's a very small map where you can, sneak your way into behind the enemies, or get to certain, or really just to get to the other side of the map on your enemy side of the map very quick. So that's the reason why I have Overflow as one of the best maps for Ashe. Now, the best legend teammates to have for Ashe is, I'm gonna go with the two Wraith and Lifeline. The reason being is because I feel like Wraith and Lifeline will help support your Ashe as a aggressive character. That's how I really look at Ashe. I feel like Ashe is a character who is aggressive, can flank around the enemies and get different angles. And it's always good to have a Wraith, because a Wraith could portal her Ashe if she is in danger, because Ashe's ability is a one-way. That helps out a lot. And Lifeline is always good for aggressive teammates, because she is able to res you and your teammates. You guys go down, so it's always good to have a Lifeline when aggressive. And I think Wraith's portal and Ashe's portal together are a very good mixture. But yeah, this was the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Is Ashe a legend that you guys play in arenas a lot, or even in the BR? Let me know that. What are your guys' opinions on Ashe? Is she good for arenas? Yeah, let me know. So don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.